The international freelance marketplace site known as Fiverr is out with some surprising findings. Let's bring in Laura Podesta. She's a public relations manager at Fiverr. Thanks so much for being on our show, Laura. What does your latest report on freelancing and the economy reveal?
So the Economic Impact Report is Fiverr's annual deep dive into the U.S. economy. And we're looking at the population, we're looking at the revenue of U.S. freelancers year over year. And we found that in 2022, freelancers made $286 billion. That's a 10% increase from the year prior. There's an estimated 6.7 million skilled independent workers in the U.S. right now. And this report breaks them into three groups, into professional services, technical services, and creative services.
To be clear, Laura, you're saying that freelancers in some areas are making more money.
Yes, these skilled independent workers it depends on the city that we're talking about. Some of the cities have seen huge growth. Some have stayed a bit more stagnant, but year over year, freelancers are making more money, bringing more money into the U.S. economy.
Is there a difference between men and women who freelance?
Yes. So there are 6.7 million freelancers. 3.7 million are women. And women are seeing some clear advantages to freelancing over men. For example, the report found that 41% of women say that they freelance in order to be able to work from home. And that's compared to just 31% of the men. More women also said that they want flexibility in their schedule compared to the men. And more women reported feeling burned out by traditional employment. So women see that freelancing compared to traditional employment is really something that they want to do.
Do freelancers make more money if they live in a certain city?
So the report breaks down the top 30 cities. The top two cities are what you'd expect when it comes to freelance population and revenue. They are New York, followed by Los Angeles. But what's interesting is that the third most populous city when it comes to freelancers and where they're making the most money is Miami. So this trend of a lot of people who are working remotely or just began working from home during the pandemic and migrated to warmer climates and places where the taxes are a little more favorable, that trend is continuing. But when it comes to overall growth year over year, we're seeing cities like Nashville, Austin, Orlando, Charlotte, all of them are seeing double-digit growth as far as the freelance population. So perhaps those cities will climb to the top 5 in the next few years. To learn more about the report, I'd love if your listeners would go to fiverr.com/impact-report. And that's Fiverr with 2 R's.
Thank you, Laura, for that update.
Thanks, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.